In a world where people chase fat loss through extreme diets, exhausting workouts, and endless supplements, there is one thing so simple, so basic, that most people completely ignore it. Water. Not magic pills, not starvation, not extreme cardio, but water itself. Inside the human body, water is not just hydration. It is the silent engine behind every calorie burned. If the body is even slightly dehydrated, fat loss slows down, energy drops, focus disappears, and metabolism becomes inefficient. But when hydration is optimized, the same body starts working like a high-performance machine. Every second the human body is working, breathing, pumping blood, digesting food, repairing cells, and burning energy, and almost all of these processes depend on water because the body is nearly 60% water, yet most people treat hydration as an afterthought, drinking only when thirsty without realizing that thirst is already a warning sign. In fitness science, hydration is not a small detail but a foundation because without it, metabolism slows, fat oxidation becomes inefficient, muscle performance drops, recovery takes longer, and brain focus decreases. Which is why two people, following the same diet and workout, can get completely different results simply because one is hydrated and the other is not. Inside the body, fat loss is not just burning calories, but a chemical process called lipolysis where fat is broken into energy, and this process becomes slow and inefficient without sufficient water, because water acts as the medium for all fat-burning reactions. No water means slow reactions, low efficiency, and reduced energy output, while a hydrated body improves blood flow, nutrient transport, waste removal, and overall metabolic speed. Metabolism itself is not fixed. It responds to hydration, sleep, and lifestyle, and even mild dehydration can reduce energy expenditure, meaning less water equals less fat burned. Water also helps transport hormones and enzymes that signal the body to release stored fat. Fat mobilization slows and energy release decreases, but when it is optimal, fat breakdown improves and endurance increases. At the cellular level, energy is produced in mitochondria, and these processes depend on water-based reactions. So dehydration leads to weaker oxygen delivery, reduced energy production, fatigue, headache, and mental fog, not just tiredness, but reduced biological performance. Since fat oxidation also requires oxygen, thicker blood from dehydration slows circulation and directly reduces fat-burning efficiency. Most people fail in fitness not because of workouts or diets alone, but because they ignore hydration, creating a cycle of low water intake, low energy, poor workouts, slow results, and loss of motivation, thinking it is discipline. When hydration becomes consistent, the body stabilizes, energy improves, focus sharpens, workouts become stronger, recovery speeds up, and fat loss becomes a natural result rather than a forced struggle. But it creates the perfect internal environment where fat burning, energy production, and transformation happen efficiently. And in that simplicity lies the real science of change. In a world where people constantly chase fat loss, through extreme diets, exhausting workouts, detox trends, and endless supplements, there is one element so simple, so basic, yet so powerful that it is often completely ignored: water. Not magic pills, not starvation, not overtraining, but water itself, the most essential substance for human life and performance. Inside the human body, water is not just hydration. It is the silent driving force behind every single biological process, every calorie burned, every muscle contraction, every heartbeat, and every moment of energy production. If the body becomes even slightly dehydrated, fat loss slows down, energy levels drop, mental focus disappears, digestion becomes weak, and metabolism starts working inefficiently. But when hydration is optimized consistently, the same body begins to function like a high-performance biological machine where everything works smoothly and efficiently. Every second the human body is working without pause, breathing, pumping blood, transporting oxygen, digesting food, repairing tissues, balancing hormones, and burning energy, and almost all of these processes depend directly or indirectly on water. Yet most people treat hydration as something optional, drinking only when thirst appears, without realizing that thirst is already a late warning signal that performance has dropped. In fitness science, hydration is not a minor lifestyle habit, it is a foundational pillar of transformation. Without proper water intake, metabolism slows down, fat oxidation becomes inefficient, muscle performance decreases, recovery takes longer, and cognitive performance weakens, which is why two people following the same diet and workout plan can achieve completely different results simply because one is properly hydrated while the other is not. Fat loss in the human body is not just burning calories but a complex biochemical process known as lipolysis, where stored fat is broken down into usable energy, and this entire process requires water as a medium for chemical reactions to occur efficiently. When water is insufficient, these reactions slow down, energy output becomes weak, and fat breakdown becomes less effective. But when hydration is optimal, the body is able to transport nutrients faster, remove waste more efficiently, and maintain a stable internal environment that supports consistent fat-burning metabolism. Itself is often misunderstood as something fixed or genetic, but in reality, metabolism is highly responsive to internal conditions like hydration, sleep, activity level, and nutrition. Even mild dehydration can reduce metabolic efficiency and physical performance, meaning the body simply burns fewer calories at rest and during activity. Water also plays a key role in regulating blood volume and circulation.